we lost the camera, and then we took off all the front end, and then we painted it. So now it looks like this, all white. It used to look like that, all crusty. So yeah, we took the lower control arm off, which is connected to the sway bar and the tension rod. I don't know what Nissan parts are. We took the inner tie rod out, so we still need to do the other side. So I need to take the fender off, clean up in here. I painted back here because it started to rust, so I painted that already. But we just need to wipe everything down. This side is not as bad as the other side. White looks sick. So, white body, pink car. We're gonna redo the pink. We might do the mirrors with it. What we had to do was we had to fix the pinch weld. As you can see, it's crushed, but the two fender mounts are on this, but we gotta hammer out. So the pinch weld looked like this, so we gotta hammer these straight again and then remove these bolts, and surprisingly they didn't break on the other side. Yeah, so what I do is I'm gonna get my pry bar, I'm gonna pry it down a little bit, and then I can get the piece of wood and the hammer and smack it straight that way, and then it flattens it out. So I hit it with this chisel and this hammer a bunch, and hopefully I can fit my impact in there. Somehow they don't break, and it's great. Oh, that one's still at an angle. I'm gonna hit it some more. Oh, it broke. Oh, dang it. See all that stuff that comes out. I don't know why that one has a clip. So I just sprayed some purple power and then hit it with a wire brush. Got all the big loose dirt out. And then after that I'm just gonna wipe it down a lot. So I kind of got into it and I just cleaned it up and then sprayed it. This is 3 coats of white. Pretty good. Got the little top frame rail too and the sides. Little acetone will get that off. But the whole body is gonna get repainted, so I'm just painting the frame by itself, and then I'm gonna do like a little tape line here. The inside is gonna get painted white. I don't know, I kind of like the two-tone thing, but it looks real nice now. I wasn't able to go to my friend Dakota's shop to get my stuff extended because he ran out of gas. So he's gonna get it refilled tomorrow, so I'll probably go there after work, maybe, and get all the lower control arms. My offset rack spacer should be here soon, so all this is coming back together. Yeah, it's real nice now. Yeah. Oh, everyone's out here working on their stuff. Anyways, we're about to put the new stuff on. I'm excited. I already put one side on without these rack spacers. Oh, I need to show you. You see this? Ew, I need to clean it again. So this is where the wheel goes, right? Yeah. And the wheel's like that. Alright, here, film it.
Okay.
Alright. Ready for how much angle I get?
Okay.
Boom.
Why you make noises?
See that?
Why'd you make noises?
That's how my tire angles.
Why do you make noises?
Because there's fluid in your fuel pump or your power steering pump. Because if you look right here, right there. The tie rod hits the lower control arm. It can go a little bit more, but it hits. All right, so we're gonna talk about these real quick. What is this thing called?
A ledge.
All right, so we extended the lower control arm. I think he said 50 millimeters, which is a lot, but oh well. So we got that. We got my stock knuckles have been cut and shortened, and then the pickup points are aligned. So that's 0 Ackerman. And then we got a Nissan Maxima inner tie rod end.
That's a whistle.
Okay. And then we got, I think this is a S14 outer tie rod. There's no oil in it, so I'm gonna have to squirt some oil in there or something. Oh,
cocaine.
And rack spacers.
Oh, yeah,
Boom.
just for that.
Rack angle spacers. So these go on this and extend the rack or something. Oh, I get a sticker.
You get rid of it. A sticker.
Wait, oh, there it is. I'm not even sponsored by them, so I'm not even gonna put it on, actually.
I'm kind of gay for that. I'll take it. I'll put it on my basic
right
arms.
So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put this lower control arm on. Like that. Put this back on. This pin. Stick that boy in here. So apparently the other side, I don't know. This one lines up right. The other side doesn't look like it lines up right. Let me check again. So the offset rack spacers don't fit. I don't know if I have a different steering rack or they messed up, but we're gonna run it without them because I think it'll be fine. And I just grinded off the little tabs, and then I read, and you're supposed to grind or cut tabs on there if it doesn't fit. So hopefully we don't die. Alright, so my 5 lug hubs are coming tomorrow, and my rotors just got here. They're at O'Reilly's. But in the meantime, I painted these 370Z wheels. They look hella clean. They look so good with white. Should have came out with white. And then they're gonna go on there. Hopefully the front's clear, because we put that extended. Well, this is extended 50 mils, so hopefully it clears. And then we shortened this by 1 inch. He said he could have went another ½ inch more, so that would have gave us more angle, but then we would have had to notch some stuff up here and stuff like that. Really need to get rid of these coilovers, but I don't have money for that yet. We're gonna get some tires on those if it clears the front here. We might have to run the rears on the front and then the fronts on the rears, but because the rears on this have lower offset, they're like 15, the fronts are like plus 43, so we're just gonna hit like when we go full lock, you'll hit something like the tie rod or the tension rod here, or maybe even the coilover up here, but hopefully we're good. We're gonna have to hit this pinch weld right here back. So I'm gonna hit it back with a hammer and then repaint it because I want it to look good down here. Or extended lowers, they pushed out the knuckle obviously, and then I have the coilover set to max positive camber, so max outward, and if you look, there's still a lot of camber. It's gonna look sick. I don't know how my fenders are gonna fit. We're gonna go origin fenders anyways, probably the plus 70 mil. Dude, I wasn't filming that whole time I was talking about this, but this is an angle about, I'd say 45-50 degrees without the rack spacers. Boys, we finally got our hubs. Sick. So I got our front wheel hubs right here. These are the ones we're gonna put on right now. The rear ones are in there, but we'll put those on later. Washers and our spindle nut there. Just throw them on real quick, and then we also got I ordered these from O'Reilly, but we also got our rotors. This is the rear. I'll get the front ones out, but let's throw these on real quick. So you got the hub on, torqued this to 140 I think, or 160, something like that. I just hit it with an impact a couple times. So there's that, and then we got our front brake here. We're gonna hit it with the brake clean to get all the machining oils out. So I got the brake on, cleaned up the rotors again, and then put on the wheel. It's pretty close to this coilover right here. I don't know if the tires are gonna rub. If you turn to the left, full lock, we got really close right here to the tension rod. So if you look right here, as long as you don't run super fat tires in the front, it should be good. Turn to the right. We tucked pretty good. It's not gonna hit anything back there. The wheel might hit here, or the tire. So we'll have to bash that in a bit. But it looks pretty good, and then the fitment up here is pretty spot on. And then we got a little bit of camber. Ooh, we got the wheels on. We got the one rear wheel on. So I had to throw the rear wheels on the front to clear the coilovers. But it's super simple. If you guys have done a brake job, the fronts are really easy. It's just that one 30 mil nut, I think, and then the whole hub comes off. The rears are different since there's the axle. There's little cutouts on the axle, so you can fit your wrench on the back to get the hub, the bolts for the hub out. So we still have to do the other side, but since we're putting the rears on the front, they stick out about 1.5 inches, and then the rears are tucking, so I don't even have to roll the fenders on the rear. Got this side, and then I still need to do this one. So you're gonna take the brakes off. I already collapsed the caliper, and you just take some pliers on these two and then just twist around. But we need to hit this brake rotor off and then get the 4 bolts on the back to get the hub off. And you also need to get your your nut, put it on there a little bit, and then hammer so the axle goes loose from the hub. Other than that, everything you just bolt back together, and then you put the wheel on. I'm running out of battery, so I'm gonna charge it while I do it, and then yeah. I'll also show you guys this pinch weld up here. We're gonna have to hammer back to clear the wheel, clear the tire, but yeah. And then this pinch weld right here too. Since this is a low offset wheel, the shoulder here hits here, so we're gonna have the clearance of that. I'm gonna cut a notch out here for the wiring harness to tuck up, also the hood thing, which is kind of torn up. Here are the new hubs. So this is, that's the rotor, here's the hub, and this mounts to the knuckle with the 4 bolts on the back. And some people take the whole axle out. You can do it with the axle in, it just takes a little more time. So I'm back from beating that one hub off. Got the car on the ground. So I really suck at filming things, and I was editing and realized I didn't film after. So yeah, here's the front. The rears, I really wanted a tucked wheel. It's so windy, but we couldn't. Yeah, and then so we painted the trunk. We actually mounted the fuel cell. Everything's the same as wiring goes. It's just ran down there, and then I hid all the relays and stuff over there. I think it's leaking up here, but it's fine. I don't know if this deserves a whole video on its own, but yeah, we got it mounted. I need to get gas. All the stuff is down there. So there's a fuel pump. The wiring goes up. If we look back here, I tucked up everything on the rear bumper. Got the pre-filter to the fuel pump to the factory hard lines. I still need to convert those to accept the AN. I just have it from straight hose. So yeah, it's been running pretty good so far. I've got a big hole right here. My exhaust ends over there. So if I roll the windows down, it creates a vacuum inside the car and sucks up all the exhaust back into the car. So I have to drive with the windows up, and I really want to fix my AC, so I'm pretty sure that's next. And I don't know how to do any of that because I've never done it before, so it's gonna be a trial and error type thing.